Hello traders, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm talking about Angel One Smart API and showing you how to use its historical API for analyzing the market data. So whether you are an algo trader or just curious about trading automation, so we are about to simplify it in this video. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe and click the bell icon for more updates on trading automation and stock market insights. So let's talk about the Smart API historical API. So Smart API, you can also see my previous videos, and it's a powerful tool from Angel One. So it's designed mainly for trade automation. So you can fetch live market data, place orders, and access historical data. But today in this video, we are focusing on historical API to fetch historical data of any stock, and you can use this to backtest your strategies, identify trends, and even set up your machine learning models for predictions. And installation is easy. You can also check out my previous videos on how to set up Smart API login using Python. So I have already logged in into my Smart API account, and you can check out my previous videos for that. And once you're authenticated, accessing the historical data is pretty simple. You could fetch the data for any stock. So you just have to set the time frame, and just you could get some deep insights into the volume and the open, high, low, close data. So here, as you can see, I just took an example of fetching Nifty 50. As you can see, exchange is NSE and the symbol token is this one, which is for Nifty 50. And interval, I'm taking it as 1 day. And here you could also see from date and to date. So these are the different parameters to be fed into the this particular function from Smart API, which is get candle data. So I'll just run it to show you what it returns. So as you can see, the data historical, it's already executed. And here, as you can see, the status is true and the message is success. And here you could see an huge dump of data, and it basically contains the candle data from each day, whatever is mentioned. So since I'm taking it from 2014 to 2017, so here you could see from 2014 first, and you could also see the candle information in this manner: OHLC, open, high, low, close, and the last column is the volume. So since it's an index, so this doesn't have the volume. And let's say if I'm interested only in data and data historical of data. So here, as you can see, this is how the data looks like for each day for the complete 3 years. So you could use this data to identify trends, and you could also see how the Nifty is moving in this historical data, and you could also define your options of future strategies. So that's the idea of getting the historical data. And as you could see, this is a complete list, and working around with this is too complex. So just to keep it simple, we could just convert it into an data frame or in Pandas data frame. So here we'll be using Pandas, and here I've already defined my columns as timestamp, open, high, low, close, and the volume. So I'll just execute this. Here I'm just importing some standard Python libraries, and I'm just defining some dummy pandas data frame. And once the data frame is created, I'm just feeding in my data, whatever I've just got from the historical API. So once I run it, and here I can also print the data frame, how it looks like. So here, as you can see, now I have the data in an pandas data frame. So here you could see timestamp followed by the candle data like open, high, low, and close. And as you can see, the timestamp is too weird because since we are talking about the daily data, the timestamp doesn't have any time over here. But let's say if you're talking about 5 minutes or a 15 minutes candle, then you would also have the time mentioned in the timestamp. So just to keep it simple, I'm just converting the timestamp and removing this particular time from it just to have only the data, and using this particular command from date time. And here I would again print the data frame, and here, as you can see, my timestamp is simplified into just the date and followed by the candle data of that particular day. So once you have the pandas data frame, so you could also save it into an Excel sheet so that you could write some mathematical functions or do some analysis and plot them in the Excel itself. So To do that, there's a simple command. So you have a pandas data frame followed by the function to CSV, and here you just feed in the path where you want to save your CSV file and followed by the file name. So this will basically save the file locally so that you can have it handy whenever you want to analyze some data and do some analysis on the candle data. So that's just a simple idea on how you could also do it in Excel. But in this video, we'll do it in Python itself. And in the second part of the video, we'll see how Nifty has moved in a day's change. Like let's say like what is today's close compared to the previous day closing. So we'll compare how Nifty has moved uh, from yesterday's close to today's close. So that's the idea. And here, as Gatsi, I've just written a simple for loop to iterate over the complete 974 days of data. So I'm basically trying to get the historical change of Nifty compared to the previous day closing. So you could also do it on an intraday basis, like from open to close. To do that, you just have to change this particular columns, whatever you see here. So here, as you can see, it is timestamp, zeroth index, open, high, low, close, volume, and you have the sixth column as the days change. So here, as you can see, I'm doing all the operations on the fourth column, which is basically the closing information. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm just doing all the operations on the closing uh, information. So the idea is to get how much Nifty has closed compared to the previous day close. So you could also do it on an intraday basis, like how much Nifty has closed compared to the same day opening. So that's also something you could also do, analyze and define your own strategies. And here I'll just run it. And here, as you can see, now I have the complete days change. So basically here I'm rounding it off to one digit just to keep it simple. And here, as you can see, 0.2% minus 0.3, 0.5. So basically this is the percentage change how much Nifty has moved compared to the previous day closing. In the next part of the video, so we'll visualize the data since we're concentrating on days change. So we'll visualize how the days change looks like on an histogram. So here I'm using the standard matplotlib Python library, and I'll just execute this. So you don't have to worry about the code. So everything will be available on my GitHub page. It's already uploaded on the GitHub. So I'll also put the GitHub link on my description. You could just go and check it out. And here, as you can see, this is how the days change look like. On x-axis, you see the percentage change, like on a closing to closing basis. And on the y-axis, you see the number of samples. And here, as you can see, out of 974 trading days, I see an huge data in the range of minus 1.5 to plus 1.5. So this is where mostly the Nifty has been trading in 2014 to 2017. So this is just to give you an idea like how to analyze the data in days change. So you could also do the same on intraday basis as well, like from opening to close. How does the data look like? So looking at this data, this looks like a normal distribution. So, and you could define some strategies using this particular information. So from this data, it's pretty clear that out of 974 days, almost 520, 156 plus 183, almost 800 days Nifty has been in the range plus or minus 1.5. So maybe there were some days wherein minus 5 to minus 6. So those days can be considered as a black swan events. But still, 90% of the days has been in plus or minus 1.5. So this is just some simple idea on how you could analyze the data and define your strategies for trading. That's it for today. I hope you found this tutorial helpful, and if you are excited to deep dive into the trading automation, you could hit that like button and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. And please don't forget to comment below on what you would like to see next, whether it's algo trading strategies or any advanced analytics like what we discussed in this video, or any API tips. You could just let me know. You can also comment your opinions and your views. See you in the next video, and happy trading.